My shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too. Gripping my swag. About tag on I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ray McLeod, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
They good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And an alley to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this is caught at the 8. Give him 30 yards there. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green 90. Green 90.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Caught left side by Funchess. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out come the Chiefs now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A toss play to Hunt. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. 49's Mike. 49's the Mike.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side is Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Bills send the punter out. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Mike, check. Slow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw On that play, it came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Black 58 rail.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's White. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Blue 45.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking downfield for Jones. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Watch it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He hits Baldwin right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Butker now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll start off with a give to Scarborough. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It was Armani Watts who got him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try again with Scarborough. Pushes him over. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue.
Looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now White on the return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Star Latulele able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Fancy footwork at the 45. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. To return, here's Chris Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Z. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you can...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Left. Hey, watch it. Left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Milano in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Z. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. 35 yards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. It's Scarborough again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Toss play. This is Scarborough. That's some strong running. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Now Scarborough. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
They're going to look to throw. Caught left side by Funches. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big 30-yard play on third.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.